In the shadow of an oak where the old river bends, I found your scarf, the color of the sunset's in. The wind whispers through the grass, a soft and lonely hymn, speaking of the days when your love lived within. Where the gravel roads kiss the sky's wide embrace, I can still trace your laughter, your timeless grace. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the sun dips low, like my heart beneath the weight of all we lost to time's unyielding game. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on the breeze as day slips into night. There's an empty cabin where the porch light used to glow. Now it's just the moon watching the creaky swing slow. The trails we rode are overgrown, the world has moved on, but in my dreams we're riding still from dusk till dawn. Saddles gathered dust in the silence of the room, each one a chapter of love in the book of this gloom. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the stars now weep where the rain softly cried for the words left unsaid and the days that have died. Here I stand, lost in echoes of what used to be, as the night claims the land but never sets me free. Under the vast endless skies I've come to understand, every trail has its sin, every hourglass its sand. Yet in the heart of the quiet, in the breath of the wind, your memory dances forever deep within. Oh, how the dust waits, and maybe it always will, on the edge of my dreams, on this silent haunted hill. So I'll ride on till my own time meets the dawn, knowing dust will wait even when I'm gone. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on the breeze as day slips into night. So let the dust lie where our memories fell, in the heart of the land where the lone cowboys dwell. In the shadow of the oak, where the evening sun weaves gold, I found her scarf, a faded blue, among the leaves so old. The wind whispers through the grass, a song of days now past, along the trail where we once walked, too beautiful to last. A lost trail rode through under skies so wide and blue, where my heart lies buried deep in fields that she once knew. The echo of her laughter rolls like thunder through the plains. Lost trail rode through and only silence now remains. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, the cabin stands alone, the gravel road that took her away, overgrown and stone, where once the coffee brewed at dawn, and danced into the air. Now only dust motes in the sun and the weight of an empty chair. Lost trail rode through under skies torn gray and blue, ghosts of laughter in the breeze and memories that ensue. The echo of her footsteps fades down paths we used to tread. Lost trail rode through, leaving words we never said. And in the quiet solitude where the creek runs clear and true, I see her face in ripples and know some loves never renew. With every sunset bleeding red on horizon sharp as knives, I reckon time's a thief on horseback, stealing through our lives. Lost trail rode through with the lonesome wind that blew, whispering of yesteryears and the pain of starting new. The echo of our story now a whisper in the rain. Lost trail rode through, love's a memory and a pain. Lost trail rode through and I'm riding it anew, past her memories fading light under skies of somber hue.
Where the dandelion field waits under the sky's vast embrace, I recall her laughter mingling with the summer wind's gentle grace. Oak trees line the old home road, roots deep as the secrets we shared. On that weathered front porch, our souls laid bare, none compared. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name it seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. Years like rivers they flowed away, left me on these gravel roads, an empty cabin, the dust settles where once love's light glowed. The scarf she left still smells like rain, those stormy days now past. Every sunset bleeds like the heartache of love that couldn't last. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name it seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. And I've wandered far under the weight of lonesome stars, each night a verse in the ballad of this life's scars. Maybe on some quiet dawn I'll find what frees the part of my soul still roaming wild and lost in those fields of dandelion seeds. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. So here's to the roads and the dust, to the loves we've known in the heart of the dandelion field. I face this world alone, still every fading trail I walk
canyon where the oak tree stands alone. I found your scarf, the one you wore, now faded, frayed, and blown. The wind whispers secrets through the branches overhead, echoes of the sweet words to me you once had said. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. These gravel roads, they twist and turn past porches old and worn, each creaking board a testament to vows once sweetly sworn. The time it rode a swifter steed took you far from these wild lands, left me roaming solo with just shadows holding hands. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. I've worn my sorrow like an old leather saddle, riding trails of solitude, too lonesome to straddle. But every gust, every storm that I weather ties me stronger, the ghost of your tether. So let the wind whisper soft, let it howl, let it moan. I'll walk these empty cabins, these forgotten roads alone, as the dusk claims the day with a deep purple sigh. I'm a shadow in the sunset with no tears left to cry, where the paths fade away in the lands you once roamed. The wind whispers your name, my heart's final home. Out by the old bent creek, where the wild oak shadows lay, I first saw Rye in the blush of a dust-kicked day, her laughter a melody over the clover light and free, danced through the goldenrod boundless as the prairie sea. Oh, Rye walked away under a heavy slate gray sky, left her scarf on the porch rail, didn't even say goodbye. Now the wind whispers secrets through the saddles hung on the wall, echoes of her footsteps in the twilight shadows fall. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds across these quiet plains. The cabin by the creek stands empty when it rains, where once our dreams hung thick like smoke around the fire's glow. Now only silence speaks in the places we used to go. Oh, Rye walked away, leaving nothing but her trace in the sunset's bleeding red. Yes, Rye walked away, and the skies they wept that day as I watched the dust rise along the road that led her away. Now each sunset's fire, and every star up in the sway, they just remind me, Rye, you walked away. Rye, you walked away. In the town of Broken Spur, under a bleeding sky, there stood an oak, its limbs like prayers stretching wide. That's where we carved our names, in the heart of the bark, where his shadow fell apart as day slipped into dark. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark. In the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the empty cabin's call. Gravel roads hold echoes of his footsteps, that's all. The saddle sits untouched, the reins lay soft and slack. Memories fade like trails, they don't lead them back. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark. In the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. Speaks in rhythms on the dusty window pane, telling tales of the cowboy who won't ride through again. In the heart of every storm, amidst the thunder's arch, lies the shattered piece of a lonesome, wayward heart. So let the wind carry away the whispers through the rustling leaves. His scarf still tangled in my fingers with dust and shattered dreams. Each sunset a reminder of love's enduring mark on the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. In the whisper of the leaves, where his shadow fell apart. Out where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark, a heart aflame. Beneath its boughs we swore in vain. In wild lands where the wind speaks and whispers, that old porch where your laughter rang, a melody midst the rustling plains. Now just a shadow under moon's wane, where a cracked frame lingers. Those days of dust, your scarf's undone,
Fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Old ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten notes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. The cabin stands on the ridge alone, its windows dark, its warmth unknown. Gravel roads reclaimed by thorn, echoes of our footsteps, now just echoes. That saddle hangs unweathered still, untouched by time against my will. Each dusk I trace the lonely hill where memories like rivers softly. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Old ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten nodes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. And so I ride beneath the stars, guided by the night's soft scars, learning that love, like life, is sparred by time's ungentle, cruel hands. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone. Each sunset lost, each day is won. In this life where I must roam, I carry your love, my eternal home. The cracked frame lingers, but it's clear. In every whisper I feel you near. A cowboy's heart, lone but sincere, holding to memories I ride on alone. Out beyond where the oak trees mark the line, by a dusty trail, her old wooden wagon lies. Years have worn the paint, the wheels no longer turn. Where we'd watch the sunset blaze and talk of dreams to earn. Wagon cries in the wind like it knows about the sin of letting go too soon under that silent silver moon. Echoes of her laugh in the shadows that it casts. This lonely heart just rides with the wagon cries. We had a cabin built of hope on a gravel road so fine. Her scarf still on the porch, sways like she's still mine. But time like dust flew fast, and the rains fell hard and cold. Now the path to what was home, just a memory grown old. Wagon cries in the wind like it mourns the love we'd been, holding on to the ghost of her whisper soft and close. In the creaks of aged wood lies the tale of what stood. This wandering soul abides with the wagon cries. Oh, these plains stretch wide and the nights talk back, telling tales of the scarf, the oak and the shack, and every star a story, every breeze her sigh, on these endless roads where lovers lie. Wagon cries in the wind, now it's just my weathered skin, feeling every crack and moan of a heart that's turned to stone. Yet this love won't cease, like the oak it finds its peace, where the wild lands stretch wide, under starry skies I ride, with the wagon cries. Oh, the wagon cries. In the shadow of the great oak's arm, where the sun laid gold in your hair, we carved our names young and unscarred on the bark so wild and bare. That dusty road by the old porch swing still hears the songs we used to sing. Oh, my heart bled in silence as the leaves turned brown underneath that oak where we swore our vows. The wind whispers secrets of you soft and low. My heart bled in silence, can't let go. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads don't know my tread. The scarf you left still holds your scent on the pillow of our abandoned bed. The trails we walked blurred by the rain, echoes of laughter turned to pain. Oh, my heart bled in silence as the skies cried too. Memories fading, but all still true. The wind carries sorrow through the lonesome pines. My heart bled in silence with no signs. By the riverside where the water's deep, I tossed a stone, watched it sink. Every ripple a moment, a day, a year. Your face in the water, crystal clear. Oh, my heart bled in silence where the cold river flows, in the quiet of the woods where nobody knows. The sunset bleeds colors like my dreams used to do. My heart bled in silence quietly for you. So I ride these trails alone with the stars, guided by the moon, healing these scars. My heart bled in silence, now it beats slow and low. In the night, by the fire's gentle glow. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild blue bonnets grow, I first saw her silhouette in the glow of a fading gold. We carved our dreams in the bark, a promise soft and profound. Now nothing but silent whispers and unspoken words tied down. Oh, how the winds carry her laughter across the barren plains. The dust stirs memories under skies that promise rain. Each sunset bleeds like the love that lost in echoes of what was, those unspoken words tied down. Here stretched like the gravel roads that went through quiet towns. The porch still creaks, the door still moans in a cabin weathered and brown. Her scarf still hangs on the oak, but her shadow nowhere to be found. Just a rider and his lonesome heart, with a past too tightly wound. Oh, how the winds carry her laughter across the barren plains. The dust stirs memories under skies that promise rain. Each sunset bleeds like the love that we found, lost in echoes of what was, those unspoken words tied down. I ride through storms under stars that refuse to dim, searching for the warmth of a sun that set on a whim. Maybe these trails are just meant to be alone. A cowboy soul forever wandering, forever unknown. So I whisper to the wind with a heart that refuses to mend. Take these unspoken words, let them fade where they may tend. For every sunset knows the tears I've drowned in the silence of the plains, with my unspoken words tied down. Yeah, the silence of the plains keeps my unspoken words tied down. Out where the red oak stands, guarding the dusty plains, there's an old house that lingers beneath the skies of gray. Creaking on its porch, it holds secrets of the breeze, where we once watched the sunset, you, the mountains, and me. Oh, the wind still whisper your name through the door. Old house moans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past this broken trail. Your scarf still hangs on the hook, faded, worn, and frail. That old saddle rests untouched where you left it last, by the empty cabin in the shadows that you cast. Oh, the wind still whisper your name through the door. Old house groans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Underneath the starlit cloak I roam these lands alone. Echoes of our laughter in the twilight softly moan. I've wandered far, yet here's where my weary heart stays, in the quiet whispers of those golden bygone days. Yes, the wind still whisper your name, a haunting, tender sore, Old house stands neath the sky, bearing the love we bore. Every sunrise and set paints your face in the divine. Lost in the forever, where you're eternally mine. Oh, this old house lingers like the heart I can't restore.
Underneath the sighing pines on Jenkins Hill, where the sky paints shadows and time stands still, we carved our names inside an ancient oak, promises whispered neath the starlit cloak. Your laughter tangled with the whistling wind, in that old porch swing we'd sway and bend. Starry night, shut the door on what's been. The moon recalls what my heart can't win. Every whisper secret, every soft-spoken plea turns to dust on the trail where you walked with me. Starry night, hold her close since I know more. Guide her through dreams that we once swore. But the winter came and the cold did bite. Snow laid its blanket hiding our sight. The oak tree stands but the names wear thin. Gravel roads lost to where we begin. The swing hangs lonesome, the cabin's bare. Echoes of you, just memories in the air. Starry night, shut the door on what's been. The moon recalls what my heart can't win. Every whisper secret, every soft-spoken plea turns to dust on the trail where you walked with me. Starry night, hold her close since I know more. Guide her through dreams that we once swore. Now the saddle's worn and the scarves turn gray. My boots tread softer at the close of day. Rain whispers softly to the dusty ground. In every drop it's you I found. Starry night, shut the door, let her dreams fly free. In the quiet town, between the hill and sea, I'll roam these lands beneath the endless sky. A cowboy's heart, lonesome but held high. Starry night, shut the door, but keep her near. In the whisper of the pines, I feel you, dear. Out where the oak trees meet the sky, I left my heart in the dusty cry of a town too small to hold my dreams, yet big enough to echo her scream. She wore a scarf blue as the night, under the porch lights flickering light. We danced through shadows, we danced till dawn. Now the dance is over, but the ghost lingers on. Oh, saddle hides and leather reins, you've seen my tears, you felt my pains. Carried me from her over hills so wide, in every sunset her whisper resides.
Where the gravel roads and silence collides, that's where I bury my love so deep. In the saddle hides where memories sleep. The cabin stands empty on the ridge, windows blank like the broken bridge where we once promised under summer rains. Now only the echo of love remains. Old trails fade where we used to ride, each hoof print a word now washed by time. The wind speaks her name in a sorrowful spire, as cold as the ashes of an unkept fire. Oh, saddle hides and leather reins, you've seen my tears, you've felt my pains, carried me from her over hills so wide. In every sunset her whisper resides. Where the gravel roads and silence collides, that's where I bury my love so deep. In the saddle hide where memories sleep. If I could ride one last dusty trail, turn back the clock, rewrite the tale, I'd find her waiting, no tears in her eyes, just two hearts unbroken under limitless skies. But time is a river that only flows one way, and my heart is a horse that no reins can sway. Oh, saddle hides and weathered hands carry these dreams through forsaken lands. On every path her shadow survives, the silent scream of the lonely drives. Where the gravel roads and past collides, I'll keep riding through the tears I've wept. In saddle hides where her love is kept. Out by the old split rail where the bluebells sleep and oak trees stand scars deep, where hearts once spoke, beneath its shade our whispered dreams did weep. In the dust of dawn where our love awoke, I wore a grin wide as the river's bend, your scarf a-flutter and red against the sky. Promises as endless as the land we'd tend, now just a cracked frame that flew with the July. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed underneath the endless aching sky we wed. Came upon that cabin, walls now lean, the porch still groans under the weight of ghosts. Once a haven, our secluded evergreen, now it whispers with the solitude it hosts. The saddle sits untouched by time's harsh gale, as if waiting for your gentle hand's return. But the trails we rode together have grown pale, in the silence even bravest fires burn. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed underneath the endless aching sky we wed. In the quiet towns where shadows play, I find pieces of you slipping through the fray. A dance, a glance, a smile once shared, lost in the winds like dust unprepared. So my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound. Every sunset a memory as the world spins round. A cracked frame, a fleeting whisper of love once read beneath the boundless aching sky. Forever we tread. Cracked frame flew with the wind, my love, my lament. In the saddle alone, my heart's forever spent. With the dust I ride into the sunset's glow, where our soul song plays on, and ever will I know.
Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten roads, I wander past the cabin where the west wind always blows. There lies a faded scarf you wore, it dances in the breeze among the whispering ghosts of the rustling autumn leaves. Ghost remembers, oh how the sunset used to glow on your hair like wildfire in the days of long ago. Now the trails are empty and the stars don't shine the same. Ghost remembers love, lost like a whisper to the flame. We carved our names on the old porch under sky so white and blue. Now rain washes over like memories I can't undo. The saddle sits untouched now where once we rode side by side through fields of golden yarrow. Now it's where my heartache hides. Ghost remembers, oh how the sunset used to glow on your hair like wildfire in the days of long ago. Now the trails are empty and the stars don't shine the same. Ghost remembers love, lost like a whisper to the flame. Settles faster than before. Footprints on the gravel road, not leading to your door. Time may heal the lonely, but the clock just ticks in vain. When every second pulls me back to you in dreams again. Ghost remembers, and oh, the pain's a quiet friend, echo in the hoofbeats till the very bitter end. Maybe on some distant morn the wind will lose your scent. Ghost remembers love in a heart that won't relent. Ghost remembers love in a heart that won't relent.
In the heart of a dandelion field carved, where the oak trees shadow the bending stream, you wore that silk scarf, color star of all but sunset's last golden gleam. We laughed neath the heavens wild and free, promises whispered soft as the breeze on that old porch where you swore to me love was as endless as the seas. Oh, but the winds, they change, they blow, scattering dreams like seeds in the dust. The dandelion field, now memories woe, holds the echoes of our trust. The saddle's worn, the trail's gone cold, my heart's a drifter, lonesome and old. In every whispered wind, it's your name they hold, in the dandelion field where our story was told. Now the cabins stand empty, the gravel roads bare, our footsteps lost to time and rain. That scarf you left swinging in the autumn air, like a flag of surrender, a symbol of pain. The oaks now stoop, weary from years, still guarding secrets that never will tell. Each sunset bleeds like my unshed tears in the silence where our shadows fell. Oh, but the winds, they change, they blow, scattering dreams like seeds in the dust. The dandelion field, now memories woe, holds the echoes of our trust. The saddle's worn, the trail's gone cold, my heart's a drifter, lonesome and old. In every whispered wind, it's your name they hold, in the dandelion field where our story was told. And I've roamed far under vast starry skies, yet each star looks down like your tender eyes. What's a cowboy but a poet in disguise, finding verses in the pain, the goodbyes. Oh, but the winds, they change, they blow, and I'm just a whisper in the breeze you once knew. The dandelion field under skies that glow still carries a love I can't undo. The saddle's worn, my heart's gone cold, but in the quiet winds your laughter unfolds, forever entwined where the wild heart holds, in the dandelion field where our story grows old. So I'll sing to the stars about a love so bold, in the dandelion field where our story grows old.
Out by the river bend, under the sky's embrace, where oak trees whisper secrets in their ancient sacred space. Her laughter was a melody, like rain on dusty ground. We carved our names on ash wood bark, where our promises were bound. Oh, the riverbend cries with a lonesome sound, echoes of her footsteps, her shadows on the ground. The saddle's worn, the porch is bare, where we used to dream. Under starlit canopies, now nothing's as it seems. The wind sings through the empty cabin, where we used to lie. Gravel roads to town have faded under sorrow's heavy sky. Her scarf a splash of crimson lost in the swirl of time. I roam these wilds, a ghost among the pines. Yes, the riverbend cries, it mourns what's past. Its waters hold the reflection of a love that couldn't last. The oak now shields a lone man's dreams, the trail's end I roam, footsteps in the dust headed forever home. by that river bend I've grown old with the setting sun. Learn that losing your heart is a battle never won. Each twilight brings her whisper on the breeze. She's still so near. In the rustle of the leaves, I feel her tears. The river bend cries a deep, mournful tune, like a cowboy's soul under the haunting moon. I'll walk these banks until my days are done, for in the river's song our hearts beat as one. The river bend cries, and so too do I, in nature's cradle beneath the vast open sky. Out where the sunset kisses goldenrod, by the old creek where we once swore our love, her laughter lingers in the whispering wind. Under the oak tree we carved our names in mud. A scarf she left behind dances with the breeze on the porch steps of a cabin worn by years. Her voice waits in the silence of the plains, echoes neath the vast unending skies. In the rustle of the leaves, her gentle sighs. With every sundown my heart whispers her name. Oh, her voice waits, haunting every twilight's grace. In the shadow of our dreams I find her trace. Now the gravel road wears a coat of dust. The trails we trod are fading with the rain. That old wooden saddle where we used to sit, now just a relic of the past it remains. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds across this land, yet in this quiet town her memory stands. Her voice waits in the silence of the plains, echoes neath the vast unending skies. In the rustle of the leaves, her gentle sighs. With every sundown my heart whispers her name. Oh, her voice waits, haunting every twilight's grace. In the shadow of our dreams I find her trace. Maybe the mountains know why she had to go, why her whispers float on the valley's breath. All that's left is the echo in the stones and the heart of a cowboy facing his lone sunset. Her voice waits, in the hush of night it stays, a melody of love that never decays. Through the rustle of the leaves in quiet sighs, beneath every moonrise her spirit lies. Oh, her voice waits, an everlasting embrace. In every twilight's grace I see her face. So I sing to the stars as a cold wind blows. Her voice waits where the wild river flows.
in the dying light, where the prairie grass weaves through the crooked oak by the old gravel road. There's a house long empty, echoes of forgotten eve under soft whispering wind, where our loved ones flow. I recall the fence, worn and leaning with tails. It stood guard by the lane, watched our summers turn pale. Oh, the fence watched me leave with the dust in my eyes, as the sun kissed the hills in a slow waking dive, where the shadows grow long and the quiet towns lie. The fence watched me leave, and it watched me survive. Now the porch swings lone, with the creek soft and slow, echoing footsteps where your laughter should be. Every knot in the wood, memories glow, once a tapestry woven of you and of me. But the oak leaves fell, as did the tears through the years. Now just the scent of the rain and the old porch that hears. Oh, the fence watched me leave with the dust in my eyes, as the sun kissed the hills in a slow waking dive, where the shadows grow long and the quiet towns lie. The fence watched me leave, and it watched me survive. Under starlit skies, my heart whispers to the stone. Trails long cold, where forgotten winds have blown. The scarf you left now faded, threads thin and worn, like the paths we made in the fields now shown. Oh, the fence watched me leave, it's seen my tears dry, with the sun fading out like a soft whispered sigh, in the empty cabin shadow where my old dreams lie. The fence watched me leave, can't forget if I try. It watched me leave through the sorrow, through the ride. Out where the oak tree stands, tall by the creek, whispers your name when the wind plays it speak. Under the shade where we once shared a dream, now just a shadow as quiet as it seems. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of Bryan Your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night. A part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. The cabin stands empty on gravel lane in. I pass by sometimes, just around the bend. Windows like eyes that have seen too much rain. Watching the world, but the views never change. Leather and lace left on that old wooden floor echo your laughter, but you're here no more. Saddles and memories, both weathered and worn. I ride the trails, but my heart is all torn. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of bright and rolled days. Your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night. A part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. By the light of the moon, I confess to the stars the pain of your absence, these emotional scars. Yet in dreams you return on that soft twilight's gleam, a whisper of love in the quiet stream. So memory cries as the sunset now bleeds into the horizon where my heartache recedes. Yet you linger on like the scent of the rain in the dust of the trail where my love remains. Letting go, letting be, but your echo survives in the twilight's last calling. Memory still cries.